Welcome back to the marina once again. So it's another random day. The boat is still on the hard, but you can see people are actually in the marina now getting prepped for the season, and that means it's about time for us as well to be finished. All the boats on the hard. And here is Eden. The first problem that we need to fix is it's quite obvious, because if we put the boat in the water without it, we're gonna have some problems, because this is it, yeah. So, you know, the through holes have still not been placed in, yeah, the holes where they're supposed to go. So we actually need to put the through holes in the holes. It's always nice being like a plumber and an electrician and everything at the same time as you're a yoga teacher, because it's tight spaces always. So this is the hole, the valve and everything. This is where the shit hose will go. This is the valve to opening and closing it to exit. With a 90-degree angle, and this part is the actual through hole. So this will be on the outside of the boat, and this will be on the inside, and in between here I will have the boat's hull. And of course a lot of gooey stuff to make sure it's completely sealed, because yeah, this is basically what keeps the water out of my holes. Now it's supposed to be cured, and it's supposed to stay like this, but we'll see when I take the zip ties off. Let's give it a try. Cool. Yeah. That's neat. This is good. So we have two design composite through holes. Then we have bronze valves, and then we have continue to use the composite. I would have used composite all the way, like here as well, if these would have been full flow. But the composite ones are not full flow. So if you're considering changing into composite valves, check the flow. Okay? Good. Now let's get those hoses back up. And it's done. We now can provide the engine with water. Pretty much all the through holes are done now, I think. I need to clean up. I mean, it's getting messy when I work. And the time, it's 2:14, as you see in Sweden. So 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, that's good. Well done. Guess what? I have some exciting news to share. I've signed up for an insurance.
I thought you said it was exciting.
Another box checked. These guys are the ones to represent us at the seas, because they were one of the very few companies who actually could offer us insurance all the way from Sweden to the Caribbean and back. We signed up for the insurance company with a name we cannot pronounce, so it's like Pantaenius. It's quite hard to pronounce, and I always had difficulties with it, but they offered us an insurance. Price we pay is quite exactly 1,000 euros if it would be for a full year. So 1,000 euros, that's roughly what we pay for insurance for the boat. But halfway through this we'll expand it to cover also the Atlantic side of things, which will be way more expensive. It's for a full year of Caribbean coverage, it's about, what was it, 3,500 euros or something around there. So a bit more expensive over there. But that's good, it's another thing checked off, and now we can focus on something else to get this project going. Today we're going to measure the mast. We're going to see how long it is for the sail measurements. So when we order from this manufacturer, we need to take the measurements ourselves. The best way to do it is to do it while the mast is on the boat, but it's not. And it's also good to have the boom on.
But it's at home.
So we can't do that either. So we have to make the best out of this. Our mast is this one. So to measure 15 meters of mast in there, it's going to be a bit tricky, but yeah, it has to be done. 6 till centerpin. Antagligen Sidan on north. Vessels often vary from the designer's I&J drawings. You should always confirm this measurement on the actual vessel. So we measured the P measurement on the mast. We do have the original manufacturer specification of 13.9 meters, but we wanted to make sure that it's actually correct, and it is. Now we got all the measurements we were looking for on the mast, in the mast shed, so now we'll just get out of here and head over to the boat to get the final ones. What do we have?
468.
All the measurements are done. We're heading back home for the day. It's been a rather short day, but it's miserable weather. It's better to be at home fixing the rest of the stuff. So I took it all apart earlier this year, and now I'm going to see if I can put it back together. I had no experience in doing this, so it's going to be a sort of a ride. Let's see if I can put this thing with all the spare parts I bought back together into one piece and actually make it run nicely again. How hard can it be? I mean, it's just mechanical parts. So these are the parts that I took away. We have the thermostat, we have the carburetor, the air filter, and some other parts. So they've all been cleaned up. So we're gonna make a puzzle of these things, get it in place here. All done, everything's back in place. It's actually ready to start up now. First time I ever taken an outboard apart, and definitely the first time I put it back together. And this is the first time I ever gonna try to actually start it up. So we'll see what happens when I put fuel in it and start it up. This thing on, it's a little bit of choke. And the choke is actually working now since I fixed it. Yeah. This is the place. Let's go get our prop. Now we got the propeller blades back from the copperization. I'm really happy with this job. This should last us for several years. The idea now is to have the prop mounted as regular, but no anode on the prop itself. So there won't be an anode on the prop, meaning that instead of the zinc leaking out, it'll be actual copper. So yeah, job well done. The prop is back home. It looks amazing. And now it's about activities time, right? So all the kids are back in the house. It's time for me to make some early dinner because now we got activities for the rest of the evening until like later when I can do some work again. It's been a good day, but now it's time to actually do the family stuff and the life stuff and everything else in between.